Hey guys, this is Luis Moreno. All right, so I have a question that I get asked quite a bit from agents out there when they're doing an ACA application. The question is, how do I answer, or how should we guide our insureds on answering this question? Will you or your spouse be offered coverage through you or your spouse's employer? This is a huge question, guys. Right now in 2022, we're in August of 2022. We are subject to the family glitch. Okay, so I'm going to explain that, but first, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and I need a little love from you. Share me, guys. We're trying to grow the channel. All right, so here's the answer to the question, guys. All right, so here is the actual question from the ACA enrollment. Okay, so the question is like this, guys. And when you get to the section as you're applying for the plan, it's going to ask you, employer-sponsored coverage. Mr. Insured, how would you like for me to answer this question? Will any of these people be offered health coverage through a job, including another person's job like a spouse or parent? This is what happens. If you check this button off for the person that you're trying to insure, they will not get any subsidies. They can still get an ACA plan, but because of the family glitch, it prevents them from getting subsidies and CSR, cost share reductions, which reduce the deductible and the out-of-pocket and the coinsurance. So if you uncheck it, then they get subsidies. They get the CSRs that they qualify. But here is the issue, guys. You just don't want to just answer the question for them. You want them to answer the question. Okay, here are the consequences. Assuming that that one spouse has coverage at work, but the other spouse doesn't, and they don't take the coverage through the other spouse because 99% of the time the reason is it's freaking expensive. It is way too expensive to insure the family, so they like to go without it. So what happens here is because of the family glitch, because they are offered coverage at work, they cannot get subsidies. Now, assume you leave it unchecked, they get subsidies. Here's the potential consequence. The potential consequence is that the subsidies that they received, when they file their tax return, there is a possibility that they're going to have to pay that back. Okay? Just remember, there is that possibility. So how do you protect yourself? Because I have some insurance, I'm not worried about it. Go ahead. I'm like, okay, I'm answering this question how you want me to. So what you have to do is kind of CYA. So here's what I've created. Now I have a CRM. I'll be glad to share it with you guys. I'm going to put the link down below for you to give it a 14-day free trial. But I love this CRM. So here's what I created in the CRM. It took me a little 5 minutes to create. So what I want to do is, how am I going to CYA myself? Well, how I'm going to do that is I'm going to send them an email and a text, and I'm going to say, here's the actual wording. First of all, the CRM that I use is Agent CRM. Again, click down below and you'll be able to get a 14-day free trial. If you decide to get it, guys, it's $47 a month. It's super, super cheap. Okay. I spend more than that taking my 3 kids to McDonald's. Okay. So anyway, that's what I did is I went down here and I created a template. I don't want to have to type this out. So I created a template, ACA employer coverage response. And this is what the template looks like. And I'm going to show you the email template so you can see it. Okay. So the template looks like this. Contact first name. So it's going to automatically put their first name in there. I'm going to have to create the contact for that person, John Smith. I put their phone number and their email and create a contact. Super, super easy. Then what it'll do is it will send them this email. I go to templates. I'll tell them to send this email. It says, hey, John or John, per our conversation, I want to confirm your answer to this question in reference to you and your spouse being offered health coverage through you or your spouse's employer. The answer is no to the question below. And I have a picture of that. I want proof that I let them know, because I don't want this to backfire on me. Okay. I don't want them to have that tax liability. And then they're picking up the phone call and telling me, Luis, Why didn't you tell me about this? You just put me in a terrible, terrible spot here at tax time. Okay. So I have a email template as well as I have a text template. So, and then what it does is when I send this out to an insured, I go to their contact, it has a record of me sending that. Now, if they give me a call March or April of next year when they're filing their taxes, they're like, why didn't you tell me? I'm like, I did tell you. Look, I have proof. I sent this email and this text to you. First of all, we had the conversation. You told me to put no, but I proved it because I sent you an email and a text that said per our conversation. I want a little CYA. Okay. So again, if you want access to this CRM, beautiful tool here. There's so many things that it can do. I'll be posting the link down below. Secondly, guys, if you're not doing ACA, you are leaving a ton of money. Okay. A ton of money on the table. Guys, I train agents on how to sell ACA. I even have a video, and I'll put a link to that too, where you can get, it's so realistic to get $100,000 in 45 days during the open enrollment. Go watch that video. But in addition to that, guys, I train agents. If you want some contracts, hit me up. I will post my email. The other thing, if you're going to contract somewhere else, no big deal. Okay, if you want to go with another upline, I have a course that I will sell you. I've written close to 4,000 ACA apps. Every open enrollment, I do more than 500 enrollments in 45 days. Okay, I have the awards to prove it. Okay, I will also, in fact, you know what? Let's go in here and prove it. You know, there's a lot of stuff on social media where agents are saying they do this and they do that. Well, here you go. This is what I got in 2021. More than 500 plus consumers enrolled. This is from 2021, guys. This one here is from, I'll move it over here. This one is from 2020. Okay. And then I think this is the 2022. There's a 2022, the Elite Plus, guys. Highest award you can get from CMS. You just can't create this. Well, I'm sure you can, but why go through the trouble? All right. So I've got, I write a lot of business. So I created that course to help you agents do the very same thing. So if you're interested in the course, I'll also have a link down below. Hop on it and, get a hold of me if you guys want some help. Thank you. And I always forget this, but man, like and subscribe. Okay. I need you guys to do that. I got tons of videos coming out.